Is this a tiny thermos or a giant woman? I honestly can't tell. What's up, guys? This is Emmy Brooklyn Baby. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and do all the YouTubey things you possibly can because, as you well know by now, I'm trying to grow this motherfucker. Today, I'm gonna be doing a classic what I eat in a day as a fat person reaction. And this is actually a continuation of a compilation that I reacted to a few weeks ago, but we didn't make it through because I get so chatty during these videos. So let's see if we can finish it off today. I see we are starting the day with my favorite, an iced wedding cake latte. You guys, we're coming in hot today. I have never heard of a wedding cake latte in my entire life. What does that even taste like? Because I've had wedding cakes that were all different flavors. Like, I didn't realize there was a universal wedding cake flavor. Can you write in the comments, actually? You can pause this video and write, what do you think is the classic default wedding cake flavor? If I had to say, I would probably say vanilla cake, like a white cake with a vanilla buttercream and possibly like a lemon curd filling. I feel like a lot of people do lemon, but I would love to hear your ideas. Anyway, that's what we're starting our day off with. Okay, then we're getting a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit on the way to the first graduation of the day. Oh, so this might be a mom who's going to multiple graduations. I can give her a little bit of grace for grabbing food on the go if that is her situation, but maybe we'll learn more. A bacon, egg, and cheese on a biscuit, it's not terrible, but there's so many better ways to start off your day. And I didn't even, go in on her for the iced wedding cake latte. I'm so over the fanciful flavored coffee. I just can't get with it. And I know that it's fun. I know that it's tasty, but like, there's so many other tasty things. Why do you need to ruin your coffee for it? Like, honestly, just buy yourself a wedding cake at this point. Oh, a second iced beverage. Okay, here's an iced tea with peppermint for a caffeine pick-me-up. On the way to the... What the fuck is going on? Okay, so she's on her way to the second graduation. This has got to be a mom who has more than one child graduating. Like, maybe one kid is graduating 5th grade and one is graduating high school, or maybe one is graduating middle school. You know what I mean? A peppermint tea. Isn't a peppermint tea usually decaf? Or maybe this is like a black tea with peppermint syrup, in which case that would be caffeinated. Okay, well, whatever. This is negligible. And a spinach and feta croissant for a snacky snack. Okay, so this is your second puff pastry of the day because you had a biscuit this morning with egg and cheese on the biscuit, and now you're having a spinach and feta croissant. That's entirely too much phyllo dough for one day. You must be starving also. You're running around to multiple graduations and you're just grabbing emergency pastries and syrupy beverages to keep you afloat. I can't imagine. I would be hangry AF. Had a late lunch / early dinner. Started with the ahi tuna wontons. Those look like trash. I mean, the tuna looks good, but it looks like they just threw some slabs of tuna on top of some fried wontons. I mean, that is what it is. My eyes do not deceive me. That's trash. I would probably eat the tuna off of it and be done with it. Had another latte. Girl, that is not a latte. That is a frappuccino. Or maybe it's a latte that has a shit ton of milk in it and whipped cream on top, either way, you don't need it. Also, why is this your third fancy coffee drink / tea drink that you have purchased today? That might be an addiction.
Is it an addiction? No, I don't think I think it's an addiction. I think it does put me, like, it makes me happy, but no, it's not an addiction. Everything's so, no.
And the cheesesteak panini with Brussels sprouts. So these look like the type of Brussels sprouts that are fried to a crisp with little bacon bits in them and a balsamic reduction and like so much different stuff mixed in that it's hardly recognizable as a Brussels sprout, which, don't get me wrong, I love that type of Brussels sprout. But you've basically robbed the Brussels sprout of all its nutritional value, and you're having it on the side of a cheesesteak panini. I do love a cheesesteak, but they are not that good for you. This one looks particularly oily and cheesy. So the healthiest thing she's consumed today is the tuna steak, but not even, because it was piled on top of those disgusting looking wontons. Had an afternoon Legree workout. Well, at least our girl is working out. Followed by a 2-mile walk around campus. Oh, so maybe these were her friends graduating. She's a college student. See, I remember this life. She's a college student and she has to go around to the different graduations because each individual school, like the School of Business, the School of the Arts, what have you, the Humanities School, they all have separate graduations. Okay, so she did a Legree workout and then she walked around campus for 2 miles. You know what they say, you can't outrun a bad diet. And I find that to be universally true, but especially true if all of your meals were fried in grease. Like, I don't care how many miles you walked, there aren't enough miles to burn off the phyllo dough that is sitting in your stomach right now. Ended the night with a protein shake and deconstructed cake pop for a little sweet treat. Isn't a deconstructed cake pop just a bite of cake? Or 2 bites of cake, maybe? Like, that's when you're trying to make it sound fancy. That's like those companies that send you meals, like pre-made meals. They always say, like, these are special ahi tuna tacos with an avocado crema. It's like, oh, you mean sour cream with some guacamole? All right. It's like the easiest thing to make. She also had a protein shake. Whatever. These protein shakes that are made to look like cake. Oh, and it's fruity cereal flavored. To me, that's like, you have that instead of the cake pop. Like, why would you have an artificially sweetened protein shake with a real pastry or dessert or something that's not artificially sweetened? To me, that would make the artificially sweetened thing taste like garbage. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I did a video a while back about these girls who make, they call them dessert bowls, and it's always piles of protein cookies and protein brownies and protein shakes mixed with real desserts and real ice cream and, you know, things that utilize real sugar. And to me, those flavors together are absolutely vomit inducing, and I can't imagine eating those together. But nevertheless, that's how we ended the day. And I would definitely give that day a D+. And the plus is because of the ahi tuna that she ruined. But other than that, it was a total shit day.
Hi guys, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. Remember, I'm fat and I don't eat healthy.
How could we forget? This girl makes TikToks every day, sometimes more than once a day. And she starts off every video with, remember, I'm fat, but I don't eat healthy. Like, we know, girl. We can see it based on the food that you're eating. And she says it like it's cute, and it's not cute. And I say the same thing every time she says it, but it infuriates me. Because it's not a flex or like this cutesy, adorable thing to be in an unhealthy body, objectively unhealthy, and to be treating it like crap. That's not honorable. That's not cute. That's not whimsical. It's none of those things. It's loser behavior.
Today for breakfast, I'm having some crispy pan-fried pork chops with some eggs. I don't know about y'all, but I love me some feta cheese. So when I cooked my eggs, I added some feta cheese on the bottom, and it like crisped it up so freaking.
Okay, that's actually not that bad. Like, I was ready to go in on her, but no, this meal is pretty good, actually. She made pork chops, which I believe is a fairly lean meat. Like, it's not the leanest, but it's fairly lean and it's high protein. I'm pretty certain pork chop is not especially fatty. And then she made eggs with feta, delicious. And then she's having a bagel. She's got her protein, her fats, her carbs. Everything looks like it's cooked pretty well. This is an improvement. I'm happy with this.
Freaking good. Along with my crispy pan-fried pork chops and my fried feta eggs, I'm also having a bagel.
I don't know that I would make pork chops for breakfast. Like, I don't know if I've ever had the desire for a pork product for breakfast that wasn't bacon, but that's not to say that it's wrong. I mean, people eat steak and eggs. I love a good steak and eggs, so pork chop and eggs? Yeah, why not?
Now that I think about it, this is probably the first time I've ever had a bagel without cream cheese on top of it. I feel like in the moment my brain didn't even notice because I know if I'm having a bagel, I'm going to add some cream cheese.
That's interesting. I usually like cream cheese or butter on my bagel. I don't really like a dry bagel. But if I have runny eggs, that's good enough. Like if you make your eggs nice and runny in the middle so they're dippy, they're primed for toast or a toasted bagel. Works just as well.
Speaking of bagels, if you're really listening to this video right now, do me a favor, go to the comments and let me know what your favorite kind of breakfast bread is. Do you like bagels? Do you like toast, English muffin? Let me know in the comments.
What an interesting question. Honestly, if pancakes don't count, which I'm guessing they don't, and I'm also guessing that French toast doesn't count, even though it's technically bread. But if I had to choose between like a roll, a bagel, toast, you know, something that you could put a breakfast sandwich on, in theory, I'm going biscuit. I'm going biscuit every goddamn day. And I love a breakfast sandwich on a biscuit. I haven't had one in so long.
Sometime after breakfast, I took the fattest fucking nap and didn't wake up until dinner time. So tonight we're having dinner from Chick-fil-A. I ordered myself some chicken nuggets, macaroni, kale salad, and some fries. Y'all already know.
That's a good dinner. Just eliminate the mac and cheese and get the grilled nuggets instead of the fried nuggets and keep the kale salad. And then it's a great meal. So do everything that she didn't do and that meal could fit within your macros.
No, I love my shit spicy, so I added some Texas Pete all over my chicken nuggets. And inside of my little...
I love Texas Pete's. If it's the sauce that I'm thinking of.
Kale salad, I also added some Texas Pete and some ranch, and it was so stinking good.
Oh my God!
Make ranch a controlled substance. We can't handle it. It needs to be locked up with the deodorant and the electric toothbrushes in CVS. And you need to step on a scale. They need to take your height and weight. We've talked about this. We've discussed this before. I think it's something that is absolutely necessary in today's society. You get your BMI scanned, and then if you're in a healthy range, then you can get one bottle of ranch, and you can only buy one at a time.
But that is everything I had for the day. Like I always tell y'all, that's enough about me. What did you eat today? Let me know in the comments. Bye.
That's everything I eat all day as a fat girl who's not trying to lose weight. So I started the morning with my favorite breakfast, which is toast and chai.
Toast and chai. You didn't even need to tell me. So this young lady, we've talked about her before. She makes a lot of her food at home, and it's always really delicious Indian food. But her portions are enormous. I can tell that she has no nutritional literacy.
It breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do.
She just kind of flies by the seat of her pants, and she eats way too much quantity. She also, I don't mean to judge, but like she seems like she might be a little bit low-key depressed because her sleep schedule is all over the place. She doesn't seem to leave home very often. And I've had it up to here, by the way, with the plain toast with butter. That's not doing anything for you. You got to add something. Add some egg whites. At least add some avocado, like some healthy fats. I know butter has fat, but it's saturated fat, and I'm just trying to give her some tips. My God.
Guys, I can't stop eating this. It's my favorite combination. For lunch, I was too lazy to cook, so I ordered juicy dumplings. I got...
Too lazy to cook? What have you done today? Maybe you wouldn't be too lazy to cook if you had something a little more substantial than 2 big honkin' pieces of toast with chai for breakfast. You ever think about that? Maybe you would have some prolonged, sustained energy if you added some protein in with your breakfast. Just something to think about. By the way, I just saw what she ordered for lunch, and now I'm mad because shrimp tempura by itself is not a meal. I actually don't know. She might end up showing us more stuff, but even, you know what? I'm just gonna call it like no shrimp tempura for this girl. Shrimp has pretty decent protein, but when it's fried like that, I'm not gonna say it completely negates it, but it's like, look at how much batter that is. And imagine how much oil seeped into this piece of shrimp. Like, that is not good for you. By the way, somebody left a comment in the last video, and I think it was referring to this girl saying, she said she doesn't want to lose weight. Why are you giving her weight loss tips if she doesn't want to lose weight? And to that I say, everyone who is obese like this should be trying to lose weight. I'm not saying it needs to be fast. I'm not saying it needs to be overnight. It shouldn't be fast. It should be slow and sustainable. But this whole like, well, I'm choosing not to diet. I'm just following my bliss. Okay, then people like me have the right to react to it and get angry because you're abusing your body on camera for everyone to see. Moving on.
Shrimp tempura, which is my favorite. And then I got pork dumplings.
Oh, don't worry. She got pork dumplings too. Very well-rounded.
And soup dumplings, which I did not eat on camera. And
I love soup dumplings though. Now I kind of want them. Soup dumplings by themselves is not terrible. But with all that other stuff, like eat a vegetable. And no, chives in your pork dumplings don't count.
lastly, for dinner, I think I made my new favorite way to eat mac and cheese, which is I made caramelized onions and added that to my mac and cheese. And it was not super cheesy, but it was so...
Do you guys see my eye twitching? My eye has been twitching ever since I started this video because it's stressing me out so much. Do you see it? It's there. So let's do a tally. She had toast with butter, dumplings, soup dumplings, and pork dumplings, shrimp tempura, and now she's rounding out the day with a big old bowl of mac and cheese. Do you see why I said I think this girl might be depressed? Like, these were 3 depression meals in a row. Maybe not the dumplings. The dumplings actually look delicious, but I'm being a hater for the sake of being a hater.
Tasty, you guys. You need to try this. Here's everything I eat in a day as a fat girl who's not trying to lose weight.
Oh, okay. This is a new day. Let's see if it infuriates me as much as the other one. She's at least cutting an avocado. Okay, she's got something fresh.
One of my favorite breakfasts is avocado and toast, so that's what I had on this morning.
Oh my God, it's almost like she heard me. Avocado on toast is a step up from just butter on toast. First of all, it's gonna probably keep you fuller for much longer. And avocado has a lot of fiber in it. I can't complain. I'm like grasping at straws here, but I just want this girl to treat herself a little bit better.
Mix mine with salt, pepper, and chili flakes. But my secret is putting garlic butter on.
She put butter on it first. it was actually in another video. Somebody ate avocado toast with butter on it, and I made a comment about it. And there were a lot of people, a lot of UK and Australian people in the comments saying, I always butter my toast. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on it. I always butter it. And then I kind of had to take a moment to myself and be like, you know what? Don't knock it till you try it. Maybe I need to try some toast with butter and avocado. No, even I just said it out loud and it kind of makes me sick. Like, the thought of it kind of makes me sick. But everyone says it's good though. I don't know. Hey, you know what? We'll table it.
Underneath and feta cheese on top. For lunch, I reheated some leftover pasta and cooked some shrimp in garlic butter. And you guys, it was so good.
Did you see how tiny that portion was? Like, that wouldn't satisfy me. She reheated a little bit of pasta and then she cooked shrimp in garlic butter, which, fat city, by the way. But like, that goes without saying. And it only filled up like a quarter of this bowl. Maybe it's a big bowl. I don't know. I just feel like that's not that much food.
I topped it with some more feta cheese because, you know, I'm a feta cheese girl.
I'm a feta cheese girl too, but I feel like that's actually an abomination to mix feta cheese with grilled shrimp. If an Italian person saw you eating that, they would probably die of shock because you're not supposed to put cheese on a seafood dish. Don't do that in Italy. You'll be kicked out.
On some makhana before dinner. These are like lotus seeds, I think. And for dinner, I made sweet potato fries and my cousin fried chicken nuggets because I'm scared of frying things.
You should be scared of frying things, but not for the reason that I think you are scared to fry things. You should be very afraid. Be more afraid to fry things. As a matter of fact, be afraid not only to fry things, but to eat fried things. That would solve 75% of your problems.
This was such a fun dinner. Like, I just love chill dinners, you know what I mean?
Such a fun dinner. Oh, isn't it fun to eat like garbage? So fun. Okay, I'm being harsh. The sweet potato fries are fine. Because they were homemade. I'm sure they weren't that bad. And she said she made them and she's scared to use the fryer. So I'm assuming those were baked. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming they were baked. So those are fine. But like, why don't you just grill some chicken or make a roast chicken? Have some chicken thigh. You can make it taste really good without frying it. It doesn't need to be fried to be delicious.
Here's everything I eat in the day as a fat girl who's not trying to lose weight. So I stayed at my friend's dorm at the night. So we didn't wake up early enough for breakfast. So we ordered chicken and rice bowls from this place on DoorDash. You guys.
It looks like a halal type of dish. There's a ton of white sauce on there. So like a chicken and rice bowl by itself is okay. But that mystery sauce, I always wonder how bad it is for you because it's gotta be bad. It's so good, though. Ugh, I love a halal cart meal. But they pile on that sauce. And I don't know, it can't be good for you.
It was so tasty, but it was so big I could only eat half. And I had it with some leftover mango juice. Then once I came home and...
Okay, she only ate half of that. We don't know what the portion was like, so I can't really speak to it.
Did my Sunday reset. I was too lazy to cook, so I just made a super cheap...
She's been feeling especially lazy lately. I was hyping her up before. Usually she makes really good home-cooked meals, but I guess she's in a rut right now. Okay, cheesy garlic bread. Trash.
Cheesy garlic bread for dinner, and that's everything I ate. Yes.
Okay, that day was like a C-. She had some chicken, she had rice, she had avocado. She also had a lot of fried food and nutritionally empty food. So I think a C- is actually pretty generous.
Is everything I eat in a day as a fat girl. I started the morning with toast and chai, and yes, I've got the ingredients for chai now, so I make like proper chai, and the recipe's coming soon. Then before class, I grabbed this like chocolate chip cookie, and after class, I had this turkey and sweet potato sandwich.
So before class, she grabbed a cookie, and then after class, she grabbed a sandwich. I would have done the inverse. Like, eat the meal first, And then if you still want dessert, go get the dessert. Other than that, yeah, it's fine. This looks like a regular, I was gonna say wedge, but I never used that word. I just like really shocked myself by almost using the word wedge. Do you guys say sub, wedge, or hoagie? Or do you just say sandwich for whatever it is? Or do you say hero? Let me know.
Which I've never had this combination. It was so good. For dinner, I made feta cheese pasta, but I
She's obsessed with feta cheese.
used this like boursin cheese. It's different, but it was really good. And I ended the night with a brownie.
Okay, she used boursin cheese. Is that how you say that? Boursin cheese? Boursin. It's one of those things, if I say it too many times, it sounds like not a real word. Cheese and pasta, it's not a well-balanced dinner. Like, we're going to need some meat or some vegetables or something. We need something to round out that dinner because there's no way you're full off of that. I also feel like this girl's got to be eating in the middle of the night. Like, that's not all she's eating, right? Because she's a big girl. And yes, she eats crap. The thing is, normally she eats massive portions. So now I'm like, I feel like she's going through something. Now I feel kind of bad. Okay, what I eat in a day as a fat girl that's not on a diet. Shocker. This is an unfortunate freeze frame that I have here. Maple donut and iced coffee. Do you think it's just coffee with a splash of milk, or do you think it has, like 50 teaspoons of sugar? Something like that? Probably somewhere around there. And a maple donut. Well, all right. We're choosing violence today. I mean, she's dancing around, but she's going to be so low energy in like an hour and a half because she's sending herself on a blood sugar roller coaster. So she can be as smug as she wants and do her little cutesy dance, but I don't buy it. Okay, is this lunch? Potatoes, hemp seeds, garlic, rosemary, basil, oregano, sage, thyme, salt, parsley, garlic powder. Woo, baby, we are spicing this up. Spice up your life. All right, what are you making? What is she making? Put your guesses in the comments. I'll give it a minute. Okay. That's all you get. Ah, it's a hash bowl with 1 egg, so maybe 6 grams of protein, super fatty cuts of bacon, so very little protein and a ton of fat, and then potatoes and garlic and other crap. Not crap, but spices. No. I'm like running out of things to say at this point. Like, this is so audacious. Also, why is it 4:20? It's 4:20 and you're just now eating lunch? And it's this? She's had like a total of 10 grams of protein today. This is sad. Lemonade, straight sugar. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Mexican hot chocolate cereal. At 6:51 p.m. This is your dinner? This is your dinner? Please tell me this is not your dinner. Please. Please. Girl couldn't even be bothered to use a real bowl. She's using a day-old, half a pint-sized takeout container for her cereal and milk at 6:51 p.m. Is that not the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life? I mean, I'm getting depressed just looking at this. At 7 p.m., so 9 minutes later. So she downed that cereal in 9 minutes, and now she's having more carbs. With nacho cheese from a can. She says, ugh, I'm so hot. I mean, to some people, yeah. It's good that you find yourself attractive, and certainly there are men in a certain subculture on the internet that will find you extremely attractive. However, those are the same types of men that typically want to see you get so attractive that you cease to exist. If you know what I'm implying. Can't say it directly, but I think you know what I mean. She's mixing mustard with nacho cheese. Oh no, she's not mixing it. She just couldn't be bothered to put it on a plate so it looks like it's mixed together, but it's in this little used takeout container. Does she not have any bowls? Didn't she make a hash bowl earlier and she put it in? Maybe that was her only clean bowl. Honestly, I've seen crazier shit. The end. That was one of the worst days of eating I've ever seen. Actually, no, you know what? She doesn't even compare to like Danny. Do you guys know Danny? The stuff that Danny puts away in a day, that stuff is egregious. I should react to Danny. I've heard she doesn't like it when people react to her videos, but they're so good, honestly. Ooh, I love these. Okay, what I eat in a day as a plus-size model.
Welcome to what I ate today as a plus-size model. Let's go.
First thing I did was make this juice with all of these fruits and vegetables. My life has been changed from owning a juicer. It's so amazing.
So I've said this before, but if it's the type of juicer that keeps the pulp, then that is superior because then you're ingesting the fiber that comes in the fruit and the vegetables. A lot of juicers just extract the juice, and then if you're not eating the pulp, it's just straight sugar and you're not going to get any of that fiber. You will get like vitamins from the produce, but you really want some of that pulp if you're going to have juice.
And of course, I ate that with my daily egg, and then I had 2 sausages as well.
I was going to say just 1 egg. A hard-boiled egg will have about 6 grams of protein, maybe 7 if it's a big egg. And then the sausage links, they're small. They probably don't have that much protein in them. I think you could beef that up. You could do another hard-boiled egg at least, or you could scramble some eggs and add egg whites to add volume and protein for minimal calories, and then you could eat it with your sausage. Or another easy thing that you could do, I don't know how good it would be with this combo, but you can always add a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and I believe that adds a couple grams of protein. And it's kind of like people use it as a cheese alternative sometimes, like in Caesar salad if they're dairy-free or what have you. So that would be another easy way to beef up the protein a little bit. I think it's always beneficial to start off your day with a decent amount of protein. And when I say decent amount, I mean like ideally 30 grams. That would be a great number, a great target to try to hit. I don't always do it. Also, sometimes I go to the gym right after breakfast, so I don't eat protein before. I just eat simple carbs just to aid my lifts and give me energy. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Let's keep going.
For lunch, I had a loaded sweet potato with ground turkey.
Wow, I love this meal. See, this is how plus size models eat. They eat really healthy normally. Whoa, okay, so she's got a sweet potato loaded with ground turkey, some cottage cheese, carrots, cucumbers, and strawberries. Yes, bitch! Yes! I want to give her a standing ovation. Damn. This is a beautiful meal. Absolutely beautiful. High protein. You have color in there. You have fiber. It's honestly a perfect meal. Guys, take a screenshot of this and make it the wallpaper on your phone. This is what all of your lunches should look like if you are on a weight loss journey or a maintenance journey, or if you're just trying to eat healthier. This is, oh, wow. I'm blown away. Honestly, I might cry.
A loaded sweet potato with ground turkey, some cottage cheese, and fruits and vegetables. And for dinner, I had what was left of my dad's pad thai. It was good.
So she had leftover pad thai for dinner. That was a pretty good day of eating. It looked like there was some chicken in that pad thai, and it wasn't a huge portion. I would give that day an A. I would give it an A. She could get an A+ if she beefed up the protein a little bit at breakfast, but honestly, it was very balanced and reasonable, and I totally believe that she's a plus-size model, because actual plus-size models take their nutrition very seriously. Not like Tess Holliday style plus size models who just talk about being fat on the internet and don't actually get hired for any campaigns. But I would also be curious, because I don't know who that girl is. I'd be curious like what kind of plus size model she is. Please advise if you guys know. Okay, this girl again.
Here's everything that I eat in a day as a fat girl. And this is my last day at home, you guys. I started the morning with my one and only, my theplas. They're so tasty. Oh my god.
I don't know what those are, but they looked like a really thin pancake, like a crepe or something. But I really have no idea. It's probably an Indian dish that I'm not familiar with.
And after begging my mom for the whole month that I was there, she finally made onion pakoda. And you guys, I love them so much.
That looks like bloomin' onion. How much you want to bet that's like fried onions or deconstructed onion rings?
My last lunch request was achari bhindi. You guys, this was so good. I also got the recipe, so I'll be posting that pretty soon.
That looked amazing. And that portion wasn't crazy. I would have eaten that.
I had my evening chai with my mom, and I had my favorite chips that are in Dubai, and I also
Are these Funyuns? Throwback.
got some for uni. Super rings. You guys, these are so good. The dinner was a weird combination because we had hara bara kebab that my aunt made, and we ordered pizza. I have pizza corner for my last day meal every single time because I just miss their pizza so much.
You guys made dinner and ordered pizza? Okay. I'm not even gonna go there. It seems like your mom might be an enabler.
So yeah, that's everything I ate.
What I eat in a day as a girly who's looking for a new job. Okay. Listen, it's tough out here. Godspeed. Is this a tiny thermos or a giant woman? I honestly can't tell.
Oh god.
Okay, first of all, are those Flintstone vitamins? Second of all, is she choking on them? Do I need to call somebody? Do I need to call an ambulance? What's the benefit of aloe vera juice? I really don't know. I like this mug. Honestly, this is the face that I'm making on most of the what I eat in a day thumbnails. It's very similar to this face. Maybe I should put my face on a mug, like my reaction face, because it would look very similar to this mug. And I feel like it would convey a lot, you know, like I hate Mondays, that type of vibe. What is she grimacing at? Is it the coffee or is it her job search? I don't know. This girl's having an off day. Overnight oats with chia seeds, coconut, and banana. It sounds good. I wonder if she put milk in it or yogurt, because you need some kind of liquid in there. This is a grocery store vegetable sushi roll with carrots, avocado, and cucumber. Is she vegetarian? I don't think she's had any meat today, has she? And very little protein. I would like to see some more protein. I'm muting it because some of her chewing sounds are really not cute. Okay, 4 p.m., sour cream and onion Pringles. The whole can, or... You know, Pringles fascinate me because they're one of the few junk food brands that actually lets you know how hyper palatable and addictive they are. Because once you pop, the fun don't stop. It's a really smart, clever way to make addiction sound cute. Okay, I'm sure she's just having this dainty little portion, though. Did you guys ever make a duckbill with 2 Pringles? Oh, that was it. Okay, wait, she didn't have dinner? You have 4 p.m. sour cream and onion Pringles. And then nothing after that. Interesting. The plus-size model is back, baby.
To what I'm eating for breakfast as a plus-size model bitch. I want a juicer. In this juice, I'm gonna have carrots, apple, mango, lemon, and celery.
It looks like the same juice she was making before. Maybe she starts off her day every day with this juice. Who knows?
That thing is intense. How beautiful that looks. That is ridiculously good. My juice is made and I'm having a really hard time not drinking it because
I don't want to make unnecessary comments about people's bodies, but her stretch marks look very fresh. Like, I wonder if she's been a plus size model for a while or if this is a newer thing, just because like these are very dark, very purple stretch marks like across her stomach. So I'm just curious about that because I have some stretch marks, like old ones on my stomach from when I was much younger, but they're very faded by now. And they never like completely go away, but they go away enough that you don't notice them unless you're in direct sunlight or something. These are fresh. But it could also be like maybe if they're particularly bad ones, they stay darker for longer. I really have no idea.
I want to drink with my breakfast. I am making a hard-boiled egg and 2 maple sausages from Whole Foods.
It seems like she just eats the same thing every day, which honestly, respect.
Hard-boiled egg, 2 maple sausages.
You gotta add some more protein. I'm sorry. Like I know I sound like a broken record, but just 1 hard-boiled egg and 2 sausages. I don't know. It's a pretty meager breakfast. I know you had the juice as well. It's passable. It's just not. It doesn't get an A from me. I'm being a tough grader.
And then at work, I ate my packed lunch, which was ground chicken.
That looks phenomenal. Okay, grilled chicken. What else?
These vegetables and then this salad.
That looked amazing. She could have added a carb, some potatoes, some rice, some toast, really anything. Pretty good meal. I would have smashed that.
Dinner, I had these veggie spring rolls from Whole Foods, which were just really, really good.
Not the best. I would give that day a B because she was pretty protein deficient. Like even that serving of grilled chicken was quite small from the looks of it. But that is the end of this What I Eat in a Day as a Fat Person compilation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed reacting to these ladies. If you made it this far, please leave a shrimp emoji because I'm still thinking about that shrimp tempura and how incredibly greasy it looked. It was like popping off the screen with grease. Thank you for watching, guys. That is it. That is all. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.